Welcome to my channel Engineers Academy. If you people haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and share it with your friends and colleagues. Now I am going to solve this problem 374. It is said that the small tripod like step ladder is useful for supporting one end of a walking board, right? So this is the stand of the walking board, that is the portable board, right? So it says that if F denotes the magnitude of the downward load from such a board, so the board is not shown but the load is shown, right? And this is the load of the board at this acting at this point D, and the magnitude of that load is F, right? So in this problem it is said that determine the reaction at each of the 3 feet A, B and C, right? So we have to find the reactions at these 3 feet. And further it is said that neglect friction. So we have to neglect friction, so it means that the surface is smooth, right? So we will have 3 reactions. So one reaction will be at this point, right? So this will be an A and it will be acting vertically upward. Here we will have an B and here we will have an C, right? So this will be an C. So first I will apply the summation of moment about y equal to 0, right? So if this is my positive x-axis, this is my positive y and this is my positive z, so we have to apply this equilibrium condition. So for that we have to observe the forces from this direction, from the y direction, right? So as we can see that this reaction, this and C reaction is passing through this y axis, so it will not produce the moment about this y axis, right? So we have eliminated this, and as we can see, if I extend the line of action of this force, if I extend the line of action of this force F, so it will pass through that point, that y axis, right? So it is passing through this y axis. So this force is not producing the moment about y axis. So only we are left with these 2 reactions, and A and B. So these and A and B are producing the moment about y axis. So this and A will try to rotate this whole system in this direction. So it will try to rotate in this direction, and if I curl my right hand fingers in this direction, so my thumb will point out in the negative y direction, right? So I will write minus NA, and the perpendicular distance of NA from y along x is this 460 mm, right? So I will multiply this with 460 mm. And similarly this NB is also producing the moment about y, and the direction of the moment is like this. And if we curl our right hand finger, so the thumb will point out in the positive y direction, right? So I will write plus NB, and the perpendicular distance of this NB from y axis is this 460 mm, right? So I will multiply this with 460 equals to 0. When we solve this equation, so we conclude that NA equals to NB, right? So this means that both of the reactions at feet A and feet B are equal, right? So I can replace this NB by NA, right? So both of these reactions are equal, right, from this condition. Now if I apply the summation of moment about x-axis is equals to 0, right? So again this reaction at point C is passing through this x-axis, so it will not produce the moment about this x-axis, right? And these 2 reaction and this force are producing the moment about this x-axis, right? So for that we have to observe these forces from this direction, right? And as we can see that this and A is producing the moment about x in this direction, right? And if we curl our right hand finger, so the thumb will point out in the negative x direction. So I can write that this is minus NA, and the perpendicular distance of this NA from this point C is this perpendicular distance. Let's say that this point is O, right? So this OC distance is the perpendicular distance of this NA from this point C. So this OC distance is not directly given, but we are given this 65 degrees and this 480 mm and this 425 mm, right? So we can find it by using this triangle, GOC triangle. So if I draw that triangle here, right, so we have this triangle. Let's say that this is that point G, this is that point G, this is point A, or let's say that this is that point O, and this is point C. So this height is given, right? So if I draw a perpendicular line, so this height is given. So if I place it here, so this total height is 480 plus 425, right? So 480 plus 425 is 905 mm, right? So we need to find this OC distance, right? And this angle is given, this is 65 degrees, right? So let's say that this is the midpoint, right? So if we find this OM, so OC will be 2 times OM, right? So we need to find this OM. So if we apply tan 65 degrees, so tan 65 will be this perpendicular, so it will be 905 divided by OM, and OM will be 905 divided by tan 65 degrees. And if we want to find OC, so we have to multiply this by 2, right? So I will multiply this by 2, so this will give us OC distance. So let me find this. So when we solve this, so OC distance comes out to be 844 mm. So this is the perpendicular distance of an A from the x-axis, right? So I will write 844, right? Similarly, this NA is also producing the moment about the x-axis, right? And the perpendicular distance of this NA and this NA are same, right? So and the direction of the moment is also same, right? So we can just only multiply this with 2, right? So this is 2 times NA, right? And then as we can see that this F is producing the moment about the x-axis is in this direction. The F is producing the moment in this direction, and if we curl our right hand fingers, so that is in the positive, the thumb will point out in the positive x, right? So I will write plus, and this will be F and the perpendicular distance. So if we observe that this is that point D, let's say that this is that point D where F is acting, right? So point D is the point of application of this force, right? So if I extend this force, the line of action of this force, if I extend the line of action of this force, let's say that this is the extension, right? And let me mention that force here as well, right? So let's say that this is that force which is acting at this point D, right? So the perpendicular distance of this force from this point C is this much. Let's say that this is T. So this TC length. So now we have to find this TC. So TC length is equal to OC minus OT. So we know OC length, so we have to find this OT. So again we can apply tan 65 degree to this triangle, now this small triangle, right? This is again that 65 degrees. So now if I apply tan 65 to this small triangle, so then this is the perpendicular for this, and this distance is 480, right? So this distance, this perpendicular distance is 480. So I will write tan 65, so it will be 480 divided by this OT. So OT will be 480 divided by tan 65 degrees. So we are required to have this TC. So TC will be 844 minus 480 divided by tan 65. So this will give us the perpendicular distance of this force from this x-axis, right? So let me find this TC. So this comes out to be 620.17 mm. So this means that the perpendicular distance of force from the x-axis, of this force from the x-axis is 620.17, and this will be equal to 0, right? So now we can find the NA reaction. So NA reaction will be equal to minus F 620.17 divided by 2 into 844 and minus sign, right? So this minus will be cancelled out and we will get this NA in terms of F. So NA equals to NB equals to 0.367 F, right? So this is the reaction at feet A and feet B. And now if we apply the summation of forces along the z-axis is equals to 0. So we have this NA and this NA, so this is 2NA and it is acting in the positive z direction, right? And this NC is also acting in the positive z, so we will write plus NC, and this force is in the negative z, right? So we will write minus F. This will be equal to 0. So we need to find NC, so NC is F minus 2NA, F minus 2 times 0.367 NA. So this is 2 times 0.367, this is this is F, right? So we can write it like this. So this will be, and C will be equal to, if we take F common from this, right? So F, this will be 1 minus 2 times 0.367, right? So we can solve. So NC comes out to be 0.266 F, right? So this is the solution of this problem.